Throwing ass on the gram, getting laughs at the stand. Only she can, only Feehans. It's only Feehans.
It's time for the podcast. Welcome back to another episode of OnlyFeehans with me, Kerryn Elizabeth Feehan, and today it is OnlyFeehan. We are doing a solo ep, which is kind of like a weird oxymoron to use the pronoun we while talking about doing a solo ep. Gush, punch, punch, punch. I really think there should be a big boxing glove that comes out of the sky to punch me once in a while, because I say things that, I wish I could just rip back into my face. Mabel's here. She did a short little play at the dog park just now. She was groomed a few days ago. She loved it. She got an A+. The groomer said she really enjoyed being pampered and having her anal glands expressed. Just like her mom. A lot going on with me. My friggin' rotary cuff. What's it called?
Rotator cuff.
You know those things in, like, I think they're probably mostly in the Northeast where there's not, one exit but 5 exits. So you have to go around a circle.
That's a rotary.
That's a rotary. My mother made me petrified of rotaries from a very young age. Not a young, like driving age. She was like, I had such a mental block about it. She's like, the rotary! And then I dated a guy who lived on the other side of the rotary, and that was a big problem. That was a big point of contention. What? Where does he live? He's on the other side?
A rotary could be confusing for someone who's never been in one before.
Right. I figure they're not in every state.
No. I've only seen it in Massachusetts.
Have you really? Only
Yeah.
Massachusetts? I mean, we got to find out. We have to find out how many states have rotaries. Because I feel like I've been around a rotary in Maine. I think there are some like other New England states that have them. Rhode Island, maybe even.
Maybe it's a New England thing.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, boy.
What? New England's the best. What are you talking about? The greatest place on earth. Cape Cod. People tell me they haven't been in Cape Cod. I'm like, what? What are you doing? And they're like, oh, I live in Ohio. I'm like, oh, I mean, you got to go to Cape Cod at least once. Okay, focus. So my fucking shoulder, because of this stupid bitch and the fact that I don't know how to take recovery days, I guess I just get in my head that am I okay? I only work out like for 45 minutes to an hour when I do work out. So it's like, I just don't think I'm going that hard. But the problem was throwing Mabel's fucking ball 700 plus times a day. And that's when I was like, this is becoming a problem. And then I took a class. Shout out to Katie Thrasher at Equinox, my favorite class, Metcon 3. It was just real shoulder heavy. It was a lot of planks, a lot of toe tapping, knee tapping, plank. And I kept trying to like sort of, favor my left shoulder. You bored? Are you bored? You just half yawned. I'll stab you.
I take in a lot of air sometimes.
You
Just
take
like,
in a lot of air, like a humpback. What are you talking about? You take in a lot of air. I expand.
More than I need.
More than you need.
Yeah, and then I tend to like sigh or huff.
I know, and you really...
Huff or puff.
You don't respond to my bullying about the sighing.
Because I don't know I'm doing it. That's the thing.
I know. Does it feel... Because you don't know you're doing it, so I can't really ask you how it feels. But does it feel at all like a release?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what does that tell you?
I don't that I am not exercising enough.
No,
and I'm
maybe.
losing my breath easily, and
it does. Wasn't implying that.
It's true probably. That
But
I'm losing my breath easily.
I was implying that there was something you're maybe stressed out about that you have on your mind.
No, not in particular.
No?
No.
You're just cruising along. You're working so hard. You're working with every comedian in the city. Renan Hirschberg, I'll bring it up, fucking hits me up about Pat. He's like, is he like a social media manager? I'm like filming a special. I'm like, fuck you, Renan. Like, stay away from fucking Pat. Everybody's fucking... Did he hit you up?
He hit me up. Thanks,
Of course.
Renan. I'll follow up later.
Renan's a super funny comedian. We should have him on the pod. Can you book him?
He's funny, yeah.
I feel like every time I say that on the podcast, you don't follow through.
I'm not even going to tell you.
I did something really bad. And me and Pat know what it is, but it's really fucked up, and it's one of the reasons I'm going to hell.
I'm very proactive about scheduling and booking on this podcast when I'm told so.
Can we drink our sponsor yet?
Yeah, let's introduce Magic Mind.
Magic Mind. I'm going to report back after I've sort of like introduced this into my routine a little more steadily. This is like my legit like first like taste test.
Well, I'm like a month and a half, 2 months no coffee for me, and I've been looking for a replacement. Ooh.
I like that. I could drink that alone.
Yeah. I'm thinking I need some like a pick me up in the morning to get me through to do my work and get started. I think I might switch to.
Oh,
Magic
this
Mind.
is so much better. Like I've been trying to do more mushroom based coffee anyway. Even when I do coffee now, it's instant coffee because I want to put in collagen creamer and like pearl dust and like honey and stuff like that. This you wouldn't need to add any sugar to.
It's got honey in there actually.
Not only do I like how this tastes, like I have this all set up like because I thought I was going to enjoy it a little more with Perrier, and I think I'll do like the second half with it, but listen, placebo is real. Like, and it might be because we've been reading about this product for a long time. There's just so much good shit in it that I literally feel it in my body right now. I don't care if you think I'm crazy. I like my transcriptions for focus. This seems like a really great addition. I don't know about you guys, but like I pop B12 for energy. This has so many different mushrooms in it. Lion's mane, which I'm familiar with, which helps with focus, boost blood flow, and cognition. I guarantee you that if you compare the beginning of this podcast when I was yelling at Mabel, really scatterbrain, and the second half of it, post Magic Mind, it's going to be better.
That may be due to the aptogens that's in there, the ashwagandha and the turmeric to help reduce your stress.
Ashwagandha, turmeric. These are like big words for Pat, but like I'm pretty familiar with them. Turmeric is great for digestion. All of this stuff. There's also elements of de-stressing and what was the thing that has like a de-stressor?
Well, it's good for your post-exercise, too, because recently you've been working out a lot. Your rotator cuff has been in shambles. This may be good, a post-anti-inflammation.
It has anti-inflammatory qualities. Listen, I'm 21, so I'm not getting older. But for people who may or may not be aging, you may be noticing that you get injured a little easier and that things friggin' pop up. Like maybe your rotator cuff and your sub something. He told me something else. It was my sub. This says my subs. Shout out to my subs. Wait, no. It was my sub. Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm pointing to it where it is. It's like your, what is this called? This area.
That's your tit.
I mean, that's where my tit should be. I'm going to enjoy the rest of it.
Do more and stress less with Magic Mind.
That's such a good tagline, by the way. I don't know if you guys, you should get a shot of the thickness, but it's not chalky tasting. There's no aftertaste. If anybody knows me, they know I hate monk fruit. I hate stevia. I hate any kind of fake saccharin, and this doesn't have it. It just has honey, a shit ton of like powerful mushrooms. I might go on a date tonight now. Before I wasn't going to go.
It's gosh darn good for you. That's just what it is. Thank you to Magic Mind for sending some over.
Magic Mind, I think you've changed my life for the better. Because you want some? You have plenty of focus.
Even Mabel wants some Magic Mind.
You have plenty of focus. Look at that. This is going to be good. This is going to be good.
A lot of people sending stuff over. The Feehan residents.
Yes. See, now this is like, again, the flavor, you taste the goodness in it. This is like, it makes it even lighter, and like you could chug this. Stop buying naked juice like it's garbage. You're literally paying $4, $6, I don't know how many dollars for apple juice and a bunch of extra sugar. You don't need that. Like, grow up. Like, do some research. Like, people, like, when I put shit in my story and I, like, shout out different things, it's because I'm using them and I think they friggin' work. So listen and read.
I did do that this morning, and I regret it. I did get one of those drinks, and I didn't feel anything after. I didn't feel better.
It's just sugar. I'm telling you, it's sugar water. This is absolutely delightful. The matcha is really doing it for me, too. Okay. All right. I'm happy.
Thank you,
I
Magic
am,
Mind.
like, this, I don't know if I should have had this so late in the day. It is 6 p.m.-ish. You're such a bitch. But the good news is Mabel will get some extra ball throws with my left hand. Shout out to Doctor at City MD. Dr. What's-His-Face. I also got cupping for the first time. They don't even really... I went in for acupuncture. Next thing you know, I got 8 little suction cubes on my back, my armpit, and my other side of my back.
Wait, you went into the urgent care and he said to instead use your left arm? Because I could have told you that.
Well, that was literally every reply to my story when... Shout out to my 91.9% male audience for, giving good advice when I asked for it. Because I got a lot of different things. People were saying, ice it, then heat it, then do this, and they do that. Do cardio, which I was really happy to hear. Because my thing is, like, when something on my body hurts, I just don't want to work out at all. I'm like, well, I guess I have to rest. These are forced rest days. And then I'm like... I don't know. It just really affects my mood if I'm not able to create those endorphins on my own. But so I did friggin' bike. I did a little spin, my own spin class. I pretend like I'm teaching when I do spin. Mabel didn't shit during her last park play because Pat was rushing me because he said we were going to start at a certain time. So now he has to deal with the repercussions of a slightly hyped up Mabel.
I love her.
I love her too. She's my best friend.
You know who else is our best friend?
Who?
A guy in Canada named TED MUNZ. He's truly our best. I took a peek before you, and it's
fucking sick.
Pretty
This
cool.
is a big solo app. We didn't want to ruin this with like a guest or something foolish like that. We've got a sick new sponsor, and in this box we have a sick new mosaic sign. Where are you gonna put it, Pat?
I think I told him how much space
I
we
haven't looked
had,
at it yet.
and I think he made it bigger on purpose because he knew that we would just kick out this neon and swap it out. Because it is.
You think we're gonna swap this out? You think this is out of here?
There's a chance. There's a chance.
I mean,
I'm gonna try to make both work.
Sorry, my rotary cuff hurts.
Rotate.
All right.
And you didn't notice the Hustler magazine is up there too. We are behind you. Floating mag.
I thought you had a different. What's on the back?
What?
The back?
That's just.
Anyway, should we open this?
Yeah, open it. Go ahead.
This thing is so. Don't, Mabel.
I'll add some pictures.
This thing is so sick. Mabel, don't eat it. You're gonna cut your tongue.
So TED MUNZ, our friend from Canada, he does a lot of mosaic signs for a bunch of comics.
How do you do this kind of art?
podcasts, and he's a super talented craftsman.
Get out of here.
And thank you, Ted,
She needs to leave me alone, bone.
for doing this for us.
This sign is fucking sick. I don't want to. Pat, can you? I don't want. I want to show everybody.
So like turn.
You're
I got
gonna
you, I
do
got
B-roll, right?
you. Yeah. So I can do this quick.
I love a fucking presents, man. I love, even though we pay for this, but I love. Even though I mean we did get a pretty fucking sick discount, but God, it's gonna look so good. Yeah, I think we're gonna. This could be. We could put it somewhere else. Yeah, that's really what I want. Like when I finally get a boyfriend, he has to look at my friggin' pod. No, not the dress. Not the dress.
Mabel loves Karen's loose dress today.
Pat, you should be doing this. You should be doing this.
Karen looks like Lil Bo Peep. I don't usually have a floor myself this often, so I'd just like to thank everyone who's helped me along this way, and I don't edit this out in particularly. What else? Mabel.
Did you go full Wayne from Wayne's World? Did you go full Wayne, you guys? Magic Mind.
Magic mind. Do more and stress less.
Do more, stress less. This concept of energy is something that I feel like we're always like chasing, right? Like, because I think we're just so used to those fast sugar hits of like caffeine, and it's like, yeah, I have energy, yeah, for like 2 seconds, and you're like probably moody and you're gonna crash.
What stopped me was I started drinking those like Celsius drinks, those energy drinks.
Yeah.
And I just noticed my energy, my habits were like getting real bad. So I
Really?
just cut off caffeine completely.
Okay.
No, I was doing it for like years, and just no more caffeine anymore. That's it.
None.
None. But Magic Mind might be my
Has
replacement.
matcha, which has caffeine, but it's like the good caffeine. It's a way that other products have like nicotine in them, but like when used the right way, they're neurotropic, which is what this is too. Neurotropic, to my understanding. So you've got all these like brain cells, right? You have all these electrons and neurons and bebopping, and thoughts are trying to connect, and you're trying to think quickly and do things creative and not be so clogged up. And a lot of like shitty foods and these like fake fats and fake oils and man-made shit and like sugar, it literally clogs up your brain. And I don't care. I'm not a scientist, blah, 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 blah. You're smarter than me. But I'm sorry. But like, there's something to be said about fat, dumb, slow people. But both the way they think and speak and move and react, you know? You don't see like a tiny little girl like playing dodgeball getting smacked in the face. Who gets hit every time? The fat kid. You know what I mean? Like, and I just really don't want to be mistaken. There's a big difference between like fat and like thick and healthy. Thank you.
When were you chosen during gym class? Were you sought after?
First, like every time. Are you kidding? Every time. Like, girls like me, boys like me, first. Feehan was getting picked early. If not first, second or third, maybe. For Red Rover, for dodgeball, for all the kickball. I mean, you know, I played softball. I was a pitcher and I played shortstop. I played tennis, played soccer. I was center half. I was really fucking good. Scored the game-winning goal with my left foot at the Hanover Jamboree. It's probably the only thing my dad is proud of me for. I remember he would brag about me with her left foot. The reason I scored with my left foot is because I was getting tackled by this fucking moose, this defender. I was like, I guess I'm just running into her because she's fucking all over me. And I was on the ground. And I scored. Remember? You weren't there. You weren't even alive yet.
I would love to play those games again.
Yeah. No,
Kickball,
that's why I keep
Red
telling you
Rover.
we should play tennis. I used to take lessons in the summer. Softball. Yeah. I mean, you should have seen me at the comedians baseball game. Like, I don't fuck around. I'm getting on base. You guys can do whatever you want. I can smoke your marijuana, gossip about the business. I'm getting on base.
You don't
Magic
smoke
mind.
weed.
What?
You don't smoke weed before you exercise, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Why?
You think it helps you?
I need some sort of mood elevator every day, because this is just like, if you look around you at some of the thoughts of other people and how they do things, you need a buffer between you and this fucking, not us, like we're cool, but like sometimes you like read about other people and what they do and how they live their lives. And I mean, there was a video on TMZ, this guy just shot this kid. Did you see it? He was this girl's ex-boyfriend and he was trying to get in. He looked like a little upset, but he was kind of just like a skinny white kid. And you hear like their conversation inside, and the dad's like, I'm getting a gun. I'm getting a gun. And he tried to push through the door, and then the dad went out and shot him 3 times, and you can like hear the kid dying. TMZ, throw it up. Retweet. And some of it is like vile. Like, and I'm part of the problem. I totally understand that. Like, I just perpetuated it further. But like, fuck.
You have to do the TMZ sound.
Yeah. You did it, Pat. Do it again. It was fucking like, it's one of those,
I thought it was supposed to be like paparazzi stuff. Why are they showing this stuff?
Yeah, it was either that or No Jumper. I go in between like
Okay.
TMZ and No Jumper.
Same thing.
Yeah. Honestly.
Shout out Adam and Lena. We'd love to have you on OnlyFeehans.
Oh my God,
This
it would
would
be so
this would be
fucking
the perfect
incredible.
podcast for
Adam
you.
did Legion of Skanks. You think it's pronounced Lena? I thought it was Lena.
I think it's Lena. Yeah.
It's Lena?
Yeah. I watch enough YouTube to know.
You're a filthy fucking person. I'm just kidding. I've seen their porn a lot. I love it. They're so great. Lena the mom, Lena the plug.
Well, I like when the girls group up and collab.
What, on their podcast? Plug Talk.
Well, like Lena, like when the popular female porn stars who are on YouTube and stuff, like
Yeah.
in pop culture, I like when they collab with each other
Yeah.
and do
I
sex
bet you
stuff.
do like that, Pat.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Such
Breaks
a-
the fourth wall.
Such a gentleman. I do like that art form. I do like when they collaborate like that. I do like the meeting of minds. I do too. She's such a babe. She's so cool and like they're just like cool and smart and fun. And I watched this clip about something that I really don't know anything about, but I guess Adam had put up like old interviews from this guy who passed away, and Joe Budden, who's like this like 100-year-old like crotchety like black guy who's always mad at somebody. He was like that was disgusting. And Adam really held his ground. He's like, what's disgusting about it? You know, he's like, his fans wanted to see him. Like the people wanted to see the content that he made. Like they are missing him. Maybe it's actually nice. I don't know.
think it is
Sorry, I'm
nice.
just retelling fucking things I want. That's what my podcast is about. You guys want to know what I watched on Instagram?
You consume a lot of Instagram.
I do?
Do you?
Well, apparently I do, Pat.
I'm thinking you
Apparently
do.
all I do is scroll all day. I go to the pool, too. Last week of the pool. I did a sauna this morning, so more anti-inflammatory work on
What
my
are you
shoulder.
doing after your workouts?
What am I doing after them?
Yeah.
Drinking
Isn't-
Magic Mind.
That's mine.
After my workouts, I'm either like walking Mabel, going to the pool, eating, you know, all those things. Are you going to do my questions now?
Yeah. You're always on Instagram and you're always posting AMAs.
And you're trying to lead me into bringing this topic up instead of just bringing it up. You're such a dum-dum. Hey, guys, I put a thing in my story, and I said, hey, I'm doing a solo up, so ask me anything. And because your girl has, like, a bunch of new followers, and I love all of them on Instagram. YouTube, we're, like, maintaining. What, Pat? Read one.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'1"3/4.
I didn't think you were that short.
I am.
Okay.
I just come off taller because I'm so smart and beautiful. My big personality.
What's the best way to shoot my shot at a really hot comedian?
Well, I kind of like what he's doing there because you see, like, the way that you just asked me, I'm, like, ready to, like, give advice. I'm like, and I'm thinking, I'm like, I wonder who it is. I wonder who the hot comedian is. Because girls are different, you know? You're trying to hit on Natalie Cuomo, like, bring up tattoos. You're trying to hit on, I don't know, Rachel Feinstein, like, don't. She's married with a kid. Like, there's so many different advices. But best, I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, it's it's not fair. Like, I feel bad for these guys. They're kind of set up to fail because I'm like, be clever, but like not too clever. Like, don't, no, Mimo, she's gonna chew the buttons off. No, if you keep this up, you're gonna get
Bad
it.
girl.
Bad girl. Here, here. You're gonna go in the room. You want to go in the room? Hey, you're going in the room.
Can I be your poor houseboy? That's another question.
Yeah, that's because of that friggin' clip. Hey, no, no.
Any dog trainers out there or anyone just good with dogs, 25 years or younger, there's a vacant position here at the Feehan residence. We need you. We need you to take care of Mabel during the podcast while Kerryn is doing stand-up, while she's out on the road and doing shows. That position's open, and we need you. So.
Speaking of the road, Zany's September 11th. Come check it out. September 16th, I'll be in Scarsdale at the B-Side Club. October, I'll be in Vegas. November, I'll be in Tampa, et cetera, et cetera. Magic Mind makes you... Well, actually, that wasn't that making me burp. It was probably the Perrier.
Perrier.
Hey. So what was the question?
Can I be your poor houseboy?
I mean, you have to be, like, so hot.
And poor? Do you have to be poor?
I don't care if they're poor. I literally don't. As long as they do chores.
Okay.
As long as they complete their chores every day, they don't have to pay rent. I'll probably feed them.
I like this question. Do you like or hate LA? We never speak about LA.
I like LA. I like LA just fine when I go to visit. I like it as a place to visit. I've not been shy about thinking the stand up there is garbage.
If you're a fan of LA and want to see Kerryn out there, sound off in the comments.
Yeah. No, I think we might do like a little, Aaron was talking about maybe a little comedy store, La Jolla, but La Jolla? That can't be how it's pronounced.
La Jolla?
Cut that out. You
Nope.
had to edit that whole thing. I'm like, that can't be. I'm like, I'm reading it in my mind. I'm like, that can't be right. Wait, I like LA just fine, but like New York is just so much better. Like for a plethora of reasons. You need seasons to be like a well-rounded, normal human. You have to like go through cold to appreciate the warmth. If you're just fucking perfect, peaceful weather all the time, if you're not like physically struggling a little bit, I don't know, you're not doing it. But yeah, the store's great.
Single? Question mark? Single? That's like the emojis.
I mean, I have,
Single?
a few different balls I'm juggling right now.
Boyfriends.
No boyfriends. Although one guy would probably be sad if he heard me say that. Because we're just playing around, but like we do say that we're boyfriend, girlfriend. But we're just messing.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to him. He knows who he is.
This person, they just said marry, fuck, kill.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I'm like, you have to give me the example, doofus. I hate everyone. Marry, fuck, kill. Yeah, I will probably do that. Not in that order. I'll probably fuck, marry, and then kill whoever I marry for the insurance.
Bisexual? Question mark?
Oh, I wish. I wish. I just like, I'm trying to imagine a world where like that would be, like, could I share a guy with like another girl that I was like into? I just have such a fucking ego on me. I just don't see it working.
The meaning behind the tattoo on your back.
She's a ballerina, and if you look closely, she is in the shape of like the AA symbol. I got two alky tats pretty close to each other. So yeah, not a ton of meaning, I don't think.
Do you remember how much it cost?
Yeah, it was like $600 or something.
I was gonna ask what year, but never mind.
But never mind. Fuck you, Pat. Fuck you. Just call me old to my face, you cocksucker. The guy who did my tattoo was a really hot, like Viking looking guy. He was like super tall and bald. And I remember I like sweat through the paper because I was like on my stomach.
Thoughts on a wedgie fetish?
That's hot. I like it. I would do it. I would be in on it. If
watching the picking of the wedgie, or
let's just first of all clarify the level of wedge, because there's a fun, playful wedgie, and then there's you're damaging my genitals. Like there's a rug burn, painful wedge. Playful wedge. I was a big gooser in high school. My female friends and eventually my male friends, when they came around, stopped being such pussies about it. But I would goose a lot of my friends, and I would get goosed too. And getting goosed is like, but then you laugh, you crack up. I feel like the same thing would be true of a wedgie fed. Wedgie fed, and think of all the fun things. Are you gonna have wedgie feta cheese?
gross.
What'd you do with my weed pen?
It's in your butt. Actually, it's in your butt.
No. Did you see me think in my head? I was like,
Yep,
no.
there it is.
Pat, this.
In your butt. Just exactly where I thought.
Taking a helicopter to Tim Dillon's party.
I'm driving.
Pat's, I guess, driving, so he'll be there Tuesday.
Spanked or choked?
Both.
Yeah, why not? It's silly.
Well, why do I have to choose?
Must be both.
Why do I have to choose? I think same thing goes for like the wedgie that goes for the spanking and choking, though. It's okay to have boundaries.
Looks like we have a fan in Australia asking
Let's
you.
go.
Asking you when you coming. When are you gonna be there anytime soon?
I don't know. Like Shane Gillis was just there, so I'm probably the next big name to show up.
There's a lot of scary things in Australia.
Like what?
Like big insects and like animals you haven't seen before.
Yeah, I don't want any of that. I'm just gonna do the shows. Maybe eat some food. Australians are pretty healthy. Like, whatever documentary it was always like an Australian family that was like getting other people healthy. They're healthy people. I bet like statistically they're way in better shape.
You don't see many like fat, obese Australians.
You really don't.
You really don't. No. Being a comedian, do you have issues being in a romantic relationship?
Yes, I always have. Being a comedian. Yeah, I think it's not to sound like a fucking pussy loser. I mean, I don't have trouble if I feel like hooking up. I don't have a problem. I can do that. Lately I've been pretty autosexual and I don't want to. But dating romantic, it's easier for male comics to date non-comics. I think like a numbers game, like that dynamic seems to work well. You know, much like dating an athlete or a star or whatever. Like, I think to women, that's like part of their appeal, which is nice. It's just harder to find that the other way. Like, guys aren't like, oh my God, I can't wait to find a funny bitch. I want to find a funny girl. Like, it's just simply not on the top of their list. And then once you're in a relationship, now, mind you, I've dated an actor, 2 comics, and then a non-comic. So dating a comic, you know, you have your own problems. Weird competitive shit. Everybody knowing your business. All your friends, like public shit. Like, it just sucks when you break up because it's like awkward for a while. You break up with somebody who's not a comic, it's a little easier because my ex was never really around that much anyway because he wasn't really very supportive.
Come out to Skankfest in October. We'll be there.
I don't know why you said that. But come. Can you rattle off all the ones that are, even though they're not good questions?
Will you pee on me?
Will I pee on him?
Not
Yeah.
me. This guy.
Oh, I know, Pat. I can see you reading. This is stupid. Will I pee on you? Probably. Probably. I mean, it depends on the sheets. How new are the sheets? Did we put a towel down? Am I peeing on you because you're making me squirt? That would be ideal.
You're pretty, and I'm pretty spontaneous. Do you want to go on?
XXXXX.
Do you want to go on a date this Saturday?
No.
Not the same guy.
No. Wait, not the same guy? Wait.
It wasn't the same. It wasn't the same as the P guy.
Uh-oh.
Can you make fun of me? Have you ever banged a black guy? Say no. She has.
That's racist. She
Why
has
won't you-
plenty.
Why won't you marry me yet? I eat scrambled eggs and cotton candy and nice butt, by the way. That was just silly. Roast me. Another roast me. People want to be roasted.
Can
by
I
you.
tell you guys, if you want to get roasted, you can't be private, okay? You can't be private. I'm happy to roast you. I'll look
if you
through
want to
all
be
your shit.
roasted, join the Patreon and comment and just let us know you want to be roasted.
Easy peasy, beautiful, you know, cool bass fish or whatever. Like, I can't roast you if the one image I have is a lighthouse.
How long do you have to be with someone before you fart in front of them?
Pretty early. I'm going to let them rip pretty, maybe a month in. Maybe less. What?
How are you comfortable with being naked all the time? What's your secret?
Oh, I just have a hot body. I don't think it's a secret. That's the trick.
Also, you're not naked all the time.
I'm really not naked all the time. I'm naked frequently. You should love being naked. It shouldn't be a secret. Everyone should love being naked. It's who you are.
Truly. Can I marry you?
Yeah.
Are you open to being married?
Yep. Married. Yep.
How fast are you still willing to get married?
I'll marry that guy.
Right now. Oh, okay.
Right now. You can do the ceremony. Do you have a license? You can't.
I'm actually ordained. I did it
I
when
knew
I was
that.
online when
I had
I was
a
like
feeling.
13. Yeah, I did it.
What What a fucking nerd. Everybody's smoking pot, fingering bitches. Pat's like, what should I do? I know, get ordained online. Fucking nerd.
What are you doing 9/11? Somebody knows where you are.
I'm going to be in Chicago at Zany's. I hope you guys are coming. Please come.
Never forget.
Yeah, also that.
Do you enjoy getting your ass eaten?
Yeah.
But penetration?
Penetration, I've never done anal. Like, I mean, I've tried it a few times and I bailed because it just hurts so much. But, like, most of the men I've dated, like, rarely, like, bring me to fucking climax anyway. So I wasn't, like, excited about letting them put it in my butthole. They could barely make me come regular.
Are you ready to fall in love?
Yeah.
I'm like a 6'6" bald Nick Mullen in that I'm autistic and rant a lot and live in a hole in the wall dog park.
I'm sorry.
I'm a 6'6".
Can you tell Lewis I'll call him later? No, 6'6". Dog park. Here's the other thing. I've been loosening my rule about the golden doodles. It's one of my new boyfriends has a golden doodle. And you guys know I'm staunchly anti-doodle. But it's a really cute doodle. Ugh!
I bet the shedding's not as bad as a regular
Did you see the bathroom? It's covered in Mabel's hair right now. I haven't been able to lift anything, so I couldn't clean my apartment. Pat's like, Mabel made a mess. I'm like, fuck you. Nobody helps out. Nobody offers their assistance. I'm like, God, I can't move my arm. And all of you men are like, fucking ice it. Don't ice it. Heat it. Do cardio. I love you guys. I'm messing. Come on. Sorry, Chip just took over my body. Come on.
Want to grab a drink and shy next Sunday? If it's horrible, you'll just have more material.
I think it's so. I don't think people realize how narcissistic it is to assume that you're worth writing jokes about. But I hope that you come to my show and maybe I feel like if you're like a real fan, like, you know, I don't drink booze. So you have to kind of throw in, if you ask me out for a drink, say like iced tea, say seltzer, say sparkling apple juice, because I don't have to drink to get sexually aroused. I'm there if I'm attracted to you. So just like keep that in mind.
Are you planning on making a tour?
Yeah, I'm touring. Just follow me.
You are touring.
I know.
You're going to Chicago.
This is. I mean, I don't want to. We don't like to make my fans look stupid. So just do the next one.
We don't.
We don't. We don't. We love them. We love each and every one of them, and they're really poignant questions.
Okay, a lot of people want to be your like boy toy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where does one sign up to be a personal ass eating gremlin?
Gremlin.
Ask for a friend. A lot of people are just trying to hit on you.
Yeah.
And get in your DMs, and they're trying to like.
I did throw. I mean, when I did the AMA, I threw an ass pick up. So what? I mean, they're not They're not being creeps. They're just responding accurately. So we should do a competition, right? Just like Amy, what's her face, did her like short king boyfriend. We should. We'll take some real deal submissions. If you want to date me, yeah, we're gonna have to vet people though, Pat.
Join the Patreon.
And I might actually have a boyfriend.
What's his name?
I can't tell you.
What's his last name?
What? That's even more. That's even more.
Thanks for the AMA, guys.
Thanks for sending in those questions, you guys. Do we want to talk about the state of the world?
Yes.
Pakistan's underwater?
Yes.
Anything else?
No.
No?
What happened in New York?
Hold on. I can't feel my legs. What do you mean? Well, people are just getting like, apparently the restaurant in front of my building got held up.
Oh, God. Hey, my store got held up.
Your store?
Shout out Brooklyn Heights Deli. My dad walked in to the store, and they tried to rip the ATM out and take it,
Are you
and
joking?
they just left it. Yeah.
Are you joking?
I'm not joking. Not joking. And it's like a yuppie neighborhood, too. So it's like, what are they doing?
They are targeting yuppie neighborhoods. It's really smart. If I was a criminal, I would do that too.
Yeah. But it is what it is. Shout out to you if you're listening. Please don't do it again.
Yeah, if you're in a gang, if you're part of the Mexican mafia who tried to steal. What? Do you think they're listening or not?
No, they wouldn't do that to us. We employ Mexicans
You're right.
for a long time.
You're right.
Wait, that may actually be why.
I think that like this uptick in crime and like petty crime, right? Like that's what you're seeing a lot of. Like guys like stealing money from old men on the bus. Like that video was wild. It's like assaulting old people, taking their purses, like smash and grabs, where it's like not exactly intricate, well thought out criminal behavior. To me, that just says the economics of it all are in desperate times. Like people are desperate.
They know the presence of the police and what it's like and what they can get away with at in the moment, and people are just doing whatever they want.
Oh, so you think they don't respect the police?
Yeah, for the most part.
I think we gotta like people have to like make money and like jobs and stuff because then they won't steal. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe a result of COVID, people getting laid off too. You're desperate. People are desperate.
Should we end here?
On a high note?
Just kidding. Have my feet been in the shot the whole time?
Yes, good job.
Yeah. Shout out to like we got posted by like Pretty Feet something on like IG. They have like 14,000 followers. Like.
Shout out TED MUNZ. Subscribe to the YouTube.
TED MUNZ. I love this sign so much. I love Magic Mind so much. And I love you guys so much. Oh, and I just looked at Ernest. Ernest's picture. I was like, and I miss you so much. Joe adopted a dog that looks just like Ernest.
That's not nice.
It's fine. I don't know how I feel about it, honestly.
Is it a puppy or is it an older dog?
He's 3, but he still has his nuts. I'm like, where'd you get this rapscallion from? Where'd you get this street dog? I'm so hungry. We have to have dinner. All right. Hey, guys. Thanks for listening to the solo episode or watching the solo episode. This dress is by Free People. So if they could start sending me stuff, that'd be really great. Bye.
It's only Feehans.